Ow! I need to trim that tree. Go ahead and harvest that one. Hi, teenies. So today I need to work on this raised bed right here. And this has quickly become my favorite raised bed because of the flowers. So what I need to do is get the tomatoes all tied up so they start going up this trellis. And I'm also going to pick a few peppers that are ready. Let's get this net off so I can pick the peppers and we can get started. So this is the Hungarian pepper, and I should probably wait for these peppers to get bigger because I also want the pepper plant to grow a little more. Oh wow, look at that one. So we're going to pick that one, and these are Hungarian peppers. And look at those flowers around it. It's one of the reasons why this is my favorite bed. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest that one. I should probably leave those two for a few more days. And as you can see, it has lots of purple flowers. Let's see if we have any more under there. No, just flowers. Lots and lots of flowers. And I believe this is a Jedi. No, actually, I think that is a Shishito. I think that's a Shishito. I did not do a very good job of labeling. The pen I used has completely rubbed off. And over here, that's a yellow monster pepper. And we have another Hungarian over here. I really need to spray those grasshoppers. We'll do that here in a minute. And then over here, we have a Shishito. See, this is why I really need to string these tomatoes up so they stop covering the pepper plants. And here we already have some jalapeños. We have several on this plant. I think all you're getting to see is my hand. Anyway, you can see the peppers down, and I'll bring you in once I'm done taking care of those tomato plants so everybody gets a chance to have some light. That's another Hungarian, and I'm seeing that it has multiple peppers, so I'm going to pick a few of them and give that pepper plant a chance to grow some more. And then over here I have Shishito, and this one has a lot of Shishitos, so I'm going to pick a few. Those are not big enough. Well, you can see there's quite a few, but that plant needs to grow a little more, so I'm going to get, although this one is still tiny, I'm going to go ahead and pick that one. I'm really pleased to see that we have those jalapeños. That's going to make Roger very happy. All right, and then we have a flower in there. I want to say it's a nasturtium, but it's not. I'll think of the name here in a moment. We have another plant right here. That one doesn't have any peppers on it yet, but we also have, ow, I need to trim that tree. You know, I should probably get this tied up before I go too far, and then I can come back and show you everything a little more clearly. Right there, we have some tomatoes, and I believe that's the Dr. Wyche's yellow tomatoes. So I'm going to put you down, and I'm going to take care of this bed. I did not bring my little basket with me, so I'm going to put those peppers in my pocket, and hopefully I remember them. All right, here goes nothing. It's going to stay. You know, I should have picked up my scissors before I started this, but I did not. So we're going to do it now. Come on, this way. And I'm only pruning the bottom. Otherwise, I'm letting the rest of it just stay as thick as it gets. I should do this a little lower. That'll be much better. I'll pick you up here in a minute and show you what it looks like so far. So here. Ow! Alright, as you can see, I'm just loosely, see, that's what the grasshoppers do. They just eat the little flowers. But anyway, so you see what I'm doing with the strings. I'm not like tying them really tight. I just want them growing straight up so they can leave enough room for the peppers to grow. And once I'm done tying the tomatoes on both sides, then I'll come back and trim the bottoms so there's more space for the peppers to grow. Oh, and the flowers I was talking about earlier, that's the zinnia. So I'm going to finish this end over here. I'm going to finish tying this up, and then I'll do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll come back and do the trimming. All right, I'll bring you back when I'm done with that step. You can really see the difference. And so far I have only done the pruning in the front, but you can already see how nice and airy everything looks. Let me bring you in so you can see in there, and you can see my tomatoes. So I'm really happy with the way things are looking now. So I'm going to finish the back. I can do a quick before. I know you'd seen it already, but just so you see how dramatic the difference is. You can really see the peppers now. And all I've done on this side is tie the tomatoes. So let's go ahead and do some trimming, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, that's what we look like now. I should probably trim a little bit of this marigold to give that pepper a little more space, so I'm going to do that. But first, let me show you where we are at. Now we can actually see what we have in the garden. And we have another jalapeno, multiple jalapenos. Now I know that plant is going to grow a lot bigger and healthier. And as you can see, the tomatoes also have breathing room now. And we can see all those flowers that have been hiding. And some of them have been eaten by the grasshoppers. So right before we cover it, I'm going to make sure I get rid of as many of them as possible. Okay, let me show you the back. That's what the back looks like. Now each plant has a lot more room. All right, let me trim that marigold. So that pepper now has a lot more room, and we still have the marigolds. And I hadn't even noticed that pepper there because it was completely covered by the marigolds. And that's a Kingstone giant pepper. Oh, and I forgot to mention, in the middle over here, we have some beans, and those should now also have space to grow. And they're going to climb that trellis. So there's a row of them all the way down the middle. And we also have basil in there that we could not see before. We have another pepper right there. I believe that's another jalapeno. Some more basil back there. All right, so I have trimmed all the marigolds now. So each of the peppers have enough room to grow. And as you can see, we can also see the onions now. We have quite a few onions in there. And there's a zinnia flower. You can see all the peppers in there. You can see the basil. There's one of the scarlet bean plants. So now it has space to start climbing. So I am happy with that. Let's show you the back. Lots of light and airflow in there. Looks so much better. And in the meantime, Roger is helping me build a wall over here. And when he's done, I'll bring back the black raspberries. So I'll bring you back when we're done with that wall. And that should be it for today. I'm happy with where things are. All right, that's it for today. Bye, everyone.